for this week and for today, Congressman Lanao del Sur, First District, Congressman from Lanao del Sur, Congressman Zia Alonto Jong. Good morning, sir.
Morning. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. First of all, I'd like to particularly thank Ma'am Marichu for inviting me here. Tama po yun. Second time ko lang po ito pumunta sa Cafe Adriatico. It brings a lot of good memories, no? When I was with my auntie used to come here. Maraming salamat din po sa ating mga media friends and media partners na dumalo sa forum na ito. Nais ko lang pong just a very brief po, no, na update. I'm sure all of you know na the House prosecution team has officially acknowledged that we are in receipt of the answers ad cotelum of the Vice President Defense Team, and the House prosecution team is currently studying the answer from the Vice President for either to respond, to comment on the answers that would be given, hopefully, no, within the 5 working the calendar days set by the impeachment court. So the House prosecution team will be coming out with the possible answers to the possible comments to the answer of the Vice President. No? Secondly, we also would like to update you that the House of Representatives have already passed 20 bills out of the 50-plus LEDAC priority legislations. And we are hoping that 3 other LEDAC legislations are due for the approval on 3rd reading today. No? Itong hapon na po ito. Namely, at the House of Representatives, namely the Anti-Political Dynasty Bill and the Kalinga Bill. The Kalinga Bill, I'd just like to emphasize, just to give you a brief background, the Kalinga Bill is actually the result of the series of consultations that we had by the different, it's a composition of big committees, no, chaired by Representative Miro Kimbo as a response to the EO 110 issued by President Bongbong Marcos in response to the ongoing crisis, the effects of the disruption of oil supply in the international market. So we know how the effects of this disruption, this ongoing tension in the Gulf region, and we felt that the effect of that actually came down all the way to the grassroots, no, the vulnerable sectors, transportation, even regular government employees. You know, there's so many effects that we felt the start of the crisis. So yun po yung sa Kalinga in order to prevent further economic shocks that might be felt by our kababayan. So yun po yung sa ngayon, in-anticipate po natin na ma-approve po itong araw na ito.
Mayroon bang pera yung involved? May budget involved? May perang involved?
Yes, sa ngayon po dahil hindi pa po siya enacted into law because we're also waiting for the Senate version of this Kalinga Bill. Currently, the government is actually utilizing some funds intended to provide relief cash relief packages to the affected sectors, no, transportation, yung ating mga marginalized sectors, etc. The reason why we want to legislate this is that not only do we address problems currently that we are facing as a result of the ongoing crisis in the Gulf region, but in the further crisis that we might be facing in the coming years. So should there be any, sana walang mangyari, should there be any problem that may arise in the future similar to what we're experiencing right now. So with that, marami pong salamat at sana po ay magkaroon po tayo ng makabuluhang diskusyon ngayong umaga na ito. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Chu.
Tapusin mo, sabi mo, 3 bills will be okay today. Yung Kalinga, yung Anti-Political Dynasty, ano yung pangatlo?
Yes, well, I forgot the other one, but those are the topmost legislations that came out from, that popped out. Kasi ito po yung nakasalang na for more than a month now in the plenary discussion and debate. Yeah.
Since you start off with the impeachment process, this morning as I was going here, I heard Congressman Luistro and Ridon reacting to the response of the BP to the comment. And now the prosecution is now in the process, you said, of commenting on the comment. They both expressed dismay that the VP's response raised anew the same old issues of technicality. If you read it in general, it says the House violated again the constitutional requirements as recommended by the Supreme Court when it acted like an impeachment court, when they issued subpoenas and tried to look into the evidence when it is supposed to be the Senate as impeachment court to do it. Offhand, sir, what's the official comment of the prosecution panel?
Well, currently the official will be comment of the House prosecution team would be out probably within the days that were set by the House, by the Senate, by the court, no? The Senate acting as impeachment court, no? So inantabayanan po natin kung ano magiging response, official response ng House prosecution team. But you've mentioned, Ma'am Marichu, individual comments of the members of the House prosecution team, no?
Luis was the chairperson.
The chairperson. Yeah. So sa ngayon po, if you ask me, no, I'm sure all of us have already been informed about how the defense would go in terms of their possible presentation in the impeachment court. But what we didn't expect is that the answers are still the same. It's a non-answer to the articles of impeachment because they've been publicly, questioning the process by which even the Supreme Court has already laid down guidelines, no? In the case of Duterte versus the House of Representatives, the Supreme Court said that though the power to initiate impeachment processes exclusively can be exercised by the House of Representatives, but the House needs to observe due process. And what we've seen during the course of the confirmation hearings of the Justice Committee, acting like a preliminary investigation, is to set the tone whether these allegations contained in the complaints have backing, have material evidences to prove that indeed there is a probable cause. So, klaro na po yun. But the defense have parati po nilang sinasabi, despite the fact that they've been invited several times during the entire confirmation hearings, hindi po sila sumulpot. No? I don't know if that is part of their defense. And then they engage the media doing conferences, questioning the very process by which the Supreme Court has already ruled to be legitimate. Questioning the entire process. Kaya nga ang answer nila is ad cotelem, no? So what they intend to actually achieve is for the impeachment court to dismiss the impeachment complaints, which I believe the Senate, acting as an impeachment court, has no option to do that under the Constitution. Once they have taken jurisdiction and assumed jurisdiction over these complaints, the articles of impeachment, the Senate need not to do anything other than to reach a decision whether to acquit or to convict the respondent, in this case, the Vice President. So it's quite amusing that after all the confirmation hearings, because I'm sure that they've been also watching, defense have been watching the confirmation hearings, and we thought that due to being actively engaging the media, they could at least provide us answers, no, particular counter arguments to the articles that have already been transmitted to the Senate. Wala eh. Wala ho talaga silang na-offer sa ating mga kababayan na panibagong counter-argument para ano sa Tagalog yun? Para ipawalang bisa, kumbaga, o ipamali or ipatotohanan, no? Ang mga articles. Pasinungalingan yung mga nandoon po sa allegation sa articles of impeachment. So I think more than that, no? Beyond the legal the legal battle, no, or the possible legal discussions that in relation to the impeachment, I think ang taong bayan nakikinig. Ang taong bayan natin po ay patuloy na nakikilahok at pinapakinggan ang bawat panig po. Ang ine-expect po ng ating mga kababayan ay ipapatuloy itong impeachment court because the defense has said many times over that they will answer these allegations in the proper forum. And the proper forum is the Senate. But then again, when we receive the answer of the vice president through her defense, meron pa silang answer with ad coetelam. Kumbaga, questioning the very process by which the impeachment court has already taken cognizance and jurisdiction over. So, if they are willing to address and answer this allegation in the proper forum, we were expecting that they would also supply new counter-evidences para pasinungalingan yung mga allegation. Wala po. Ang ginawa lang po nila is yung rehash na sinasabi din po nila, questioning the entire process. I think the public is smarter enough not to notice that and observe that. Kasi 70% na nga po sa ating survey sa ngayon, nagsasabi na kinakailangan madinig na ng taong bayan. Itong mga reklamong ito, allegations na nakasaad sa articles of impeachment. So 70% na po tumataas, 74% tumataas na po based on the recent surveys. So I think it's more than just the anticipated legal discussions in the actual impeachment court. The people has invested so much on this issue, and the people deserves to have to get straight answer from the vice president, straight answer from the defense as to countering these allegations, and not so much on questioning the entire process, because the people themselves, the public themselves, agree that the process has to go through and has to move forward. In this case, Senate should now proceed to the actual impeachment trial.
I sense some apprehensions on your part when you mention about the Senate is being forced to dismiss right away the impeachment because of the non-answers of the VP camp.
Well, it's not really the Senate, because you cannot force the impeachment court on doing something which they themselves, no, even Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, if I'm not mistaken, came out with a statement today, this morning, that the impeachment trial will proceed, no. So I think it's not to force the Senate to dismiss the case, because again, the Senate already taken jurisdiction over the articles of impeachment. Ibig sabihin, meron na po silang, nag-convene na po sila.
Okay.
So they believe, and I do believe firmly, that our senators understand their constitutional duty, because the House of Representatives has already performed our constitutional duty. Hindi po pwedeng ang recognize mo lang ay yung constitutional duty ng Senado, tapos i-question mo yung process kung paano ito, in the first place, napunta sa Senado. So, ibig sabihin, it has to be the recognition of the entire impeachment process should begin with the initiation. So, when you recognize that, and when you say that they will answer in the proper forum, that is actually recognizing the process. Kasi sinasabi naman nila, and the fact that they have answered, yun nga lang, wala talagang sagot kasi rehash naman yung argument, proves that they also do recognize. It's just that they hope in their prayer that because of their questioning the entire process, they hope that the Senate would eventually dismiss, which I believe the Senate, I do firmly believe that the Senate understand that that is not even an option for them as an impeachment court. It's either to acquit and to convict. And the purpose for that is to allow the public understand what are the allegations and what are the accusations. Because ito pong pinag-usapan nating impeachment trial na ito, Constitution po ang nagsasabi nito. Ang nandito po na tumatayo bilang isa sa mga bilang isa sa mga panawagan ng ating mga House Prosecution Panel is yung accountability mechanism ng Constitution. It is actually our civic duty, and in fact, based on the recent survey that came out, the ordinary Filipinos do understand that this is part of their civic duty to make sure that the Constitution stands and can weather political pressure. And I do firmly believe that our senators do understand that. The Constitution is now under, kumbaga parang tinetest natin ito. Hindi lang ito trial ng Vice Presidente. Ito rin po ay test kung gaano katibay, katatag ang ating konstitusyon.